are going to be coming across a few new random enemies here. Okay, we're going to use the saw now. And we broke the saw, but that's okay because it did its job. Now, I remember I used to hate this forest when I played on the Super Nintendo version because you just had to go all over the map to get the treasure chest, which, by the way, I did miss some on this go-through, but I'll probably go back and get them off camera. Yeah, like I said, we'll worry about that later. Yeah, that tree stump's in my way. That was kind of annoying too. Now see what I mean? You don't know a treasure's there until you almost pass it, and then you have to go back. This is called a G Knight. I guess G means ghost, since it looks like it's just armor floating in place. Okay, and Nina gained a level. We get quite a bit of experience here, so I think she gains like 3 levels throughout this place, which helps a lot. Gets her almost caught up with Koji. Shoot, I meant to cut this out. Oh well. Yeah, you noticed Nina was low on HP at the end of that battle. In the next battle, which I believe I cut out, I did restore her HP, so I didn't let her die or anything. I cannot remember what a T-drop is. I'll have to look at that off camera and see what that does exactly. Now, as I said, I know I skipped a bunch of treasure chests, but I'll come back and get them off camera. So now we arrive at a dungeon. Looks like the dungeon of the Dark Dragons. And they all consist of 1 archer and 1 lancer, of which the lancer has more HP, I believe. And I just now thought, instead of having her do regular attacks, to have Nina use the E key while Koji uses the boomerang, and it makes for quite an effective combo. So, yeah. Now, the area with what appears to be bats hanging over the doorway, I seem to recall those are traps, and if you step over them, they make you fall into this room here. And I equipped that longsword initially, but after a couple of battles, I realized I still preferred having the boomerang that can attack all enemies instead of the sword. So for now, I'm still going to stick with the boomerang. Because, as I said, it combined with the E key makes for a pretty good combination attack. But yeah, those traps mean I have to take a long way around if I want to get through this place without setting off any traps. just really had to watch. Now it was after this battle that I decided to switch back to the boomerang, because I really missed being able to attack both enemies at once. And while the longsword is stronger, it doesn't make up for only being able to hit one enemy. And that's another trap down there, so again I have to take the long way around. And I have to fight these two first, which I skipped that battle because it was just the same thing. It was another archer and another lancer. I believe the acorn restores AP, but again, I would have to check that off camera. And for some reason, I didn't bother to go down this staircase. I may go ahead and do that on the way out. And yeah, now you see that there's traps here that don't have any warning. There's no bats over them, so I wasn't quite sure which way I was to go, but then I remembered it was to take a long way around, just like in the other room. And the EP especially was helpful against these because they seem to have high defense. But magic is another matter. So it was especially a big help here. And in a battle that I skipped, I can't remember which one it was, Nina learned Kira too. In fact, it may have been in this one with the 3 soldiers, because again, I edited it out. And now the chief thanks us for saving us and says, let's take their weapons before we leave. Do you want me to lead you to them? Now, the first time I said no, just to show that he won't let you say no. So you have to say yes to continue the story. Step in here while I open the secret passage. Does this seem suspicious to anybody? Uh-huh. See, it was a trap. Pog? What the heck is Pog? Well, it's another boss battle. Pog, what a ridiculous name for a boss. That's like, it's some game that was popular in high school when I was in high school, I mean, where you somehow flipped over these little paper or cardboard chips or something, and the ones that flipped over, the ones that the player flipped over, he got to keep them even if they weren't originally his. And I actually was into that game when it was popular. I even had I mostly had some original design, original artwork Pogs, but I also had some Pogs of the original Power Rangers series, which I liked a lot. I think I probably still have those around somewhere, actually. Of course, I don't play the game anymore, but I think I still have them anyway. I think I still have them somewhere, don't I? Anyway, we're about out of time, so tune in next time and for part 13, and Kanako is out.